is day 5 of Tag Back, the show where we take a look at a blaster from the past to see what it can offer us today in the present, and this time we're getting weird, obviously. I don't script any of this out, so whatever just pops in my head kind of comes out of my mouth, but we're gonna take a look at a blaster that is familiar and yet totally bizarre. This commercial pretty much sums it up.
All new from BuzzBee Toys Air Warriors, Gunsmoke. Let the game begin. Insert, load and blast. Nice shot. Yes, it's smoking. Eject and get ready to shoot all over again. Yeah, perfect aim. Challenge yourself to get the best shot. Whoa, tough enough. Gunsmoke by BuzzBee Toys.
The 2014 BuzzBee Gunsmoke. This is a really cool looking blaster that you don't see very many of nowadays, although it's not unobtainable. As of right now, you could buy one on Amazon for like 25 bucks in the US, and I'm sure they're still on shelves or something at some like hunting stores or something like that, but honestly, you don't see it talked about enough because it's got a really super interesting gimmick, and it's a kind of bizarre mechanism. So, ignoring the name of the Gunsmoke and the commercial we watched, this is a reshelled BuzzBee double shot, which is by far and large, I believe, the most popular tag back for some reason. So if this video doesn't do that good, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It is essentially the same blaster with one key difference. The Gunsmoke only has one shell chamber, meaning it's single shot, I guess, or rifle or whatever you want to call it. Uses the same exact shells and the same exact darts. However, you gotta put batteries in it, which is really interesting for a blaster like this. And that is because when you fire it, I really hope that shows up on camera a little bit, but I'm gonna, all right, it ejects the shells. I'm gonna fire it a couple more times so you can actually get an idea of what that effect is like, because it's honestly pretty freaking cool. Not something that's entirely new or unique. After all, it's something that cap guns have been doing for a very long time, pretty much since kids wanted to play with toy firearms. However, this one shoots a foam dart. And as far as I know, it's the only blaster that smokes and has that kind of milsim realistic technology that makes it smoke out of the barrel after firing a foam dart. And BuzzBee, as far as they would like to let you believe, only ever made this one blaster. But there is in fact two of them. In fact, I believe there's no video of the second one online, and yet we know it exists because Buff Daddy Nerf did an article on it, a review. I have been searching for this blaster for years. It never pops up for sale, nobody talks about it, and Buff Daddy Nerf didn't keep it. I want one. I want one very badly. So if you do have one, please send me an email, because I would love to get my hands on one of these things, because apparently they don't exist, and I would like to show it in front of the audience today. But we're talking about this Gunsmoke. Now, yes, this is your typical shell ejecting BuzzBee blaster. It's got storage in the stock for 2 more darts. Gets boring. Although, should be stated, doesn't even smell that bad. The range is absolutely horrible because it's reshell of a blaster that's been around since like 2004. Now, interesting enough, it does take 2 AA or AAA batteries. I guess I gotta open the damn thing, huh? Yep, 2 AA batteries, and these are the Sunbeam ones, and they're probably pretty old. Oh, it takes 3. Takes 3 AA batteries. But will not smoke without batteries in it. I'm gonna put in 3 brand new AA batteries. So this is a note for editing, Walcom. Make sure you get the batteries out of this thing before you shove it back in a box, because I want to see if this thing will smoke better with brand new batteries in. Oh my, yes it does. Wow, that was actually really impressive. Huh, the way this thing smokes, I'm still not entirely sure. In fact, I'd love to know what the chemical makeup of these cartridges are. And I know they sold these cartridges separately, and that's another thing I'd love to get my hands on, is the retail packaging for one of these cartridges, so I can put it on the wall and save it. Because again, this is one of those things that seems, for some reason, exceptionally rare, even though I don't think anybody's looking to buy it except for me. Little hole, and it's got like a little tiny cartridge with some kind of gel-like substance that has not gone bad over the years. And it just seals in there, and what happens is this still has 2 plunger tubes inside of it. The way it works is, when you prime it, that obviously cocks back the springs. If you know anything about a double strike, both plunger tubes are still there, and you can see there's a hole right there for the shell, there's a hole right there for the smoke effect, and then deep inside the blaster, there's still 2 plunger tube holes that release the air. Basically what happens is when you pull this trigger, it hits a switch. Basically what happens is when you pull this trigger, it hits a switch which warms up or evaporates that liquid gel in some capacity, which then the air leaks out slowly through the other barrel and just kind of puffs that smoke out the front of it. And again, it's a very convincing effect. Once you have fresh batteries in it, it won't really do anything unless it's primed beforehand, though. Now, in terms of practical use today, well, there pretty much isn't any. It's a strictly cosplay or LARPing piece, and I'm sure the LARP crowd would absolutely love to get a bunch of these, which is kind of why I'm doing this video. If you're a LARPer and you have game rules that don't pertain to how hard or fast the blaster shoots, well, good news on you. There's still a couple left on Amazon. Go pick them up. Use my link down in the description. There's a link to Amazon where you can pick them up, and I get a little bit of a kickback. Costs you nothing extra. Really massively helps out the channel. And it's affected, like, BuzzBee, you make cool stuff. Make more cool stuff like this. I'm not sure if there was some kind of other reason why this whole system never came back, but it obviously isn't illegal because they're still selling the thing on Amazon. Could be a whole new line in and of its own that would actually be really cool because people want that effect. It looks cool. But there is something to say about using this out in public, because if you did take this out in public and people were really paying attention to you for some reason, they may get the wrong idea of what's going on. Is that me being a little too safe? Probably, but you can never be too safe in today's climate, especially here in the United States when it comes to toy guns. But overall, I love the Gunsmoke. I think it's better than the double shot in a lot of ways, which I know is somewhat heretical, but it just feels really good. It looks absolutely awesome. That effect is magnificent. And I planned on modding one at one point. I just haven't yet for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe I should get on that. Let me know down in the comment section below. And also let me know what blasters you want to see on Tag Back. I see a couple of you already doing that, and more people can do it. So let me know. I will literally take your opinions at this point, because at this moment, I am done with what I had planned under the desk, with the exception of one blaster I'm not sure I'm gonna cover. Still on the fence about that one, but we got 20 days left of Tag Back, and I've got a lot of blasters. Thank you very much for watching this video on Walcom S7, and of course, I hope to see you in an entirely different one. We'll give one more shell ejecting shot off. Man, that is really cool with fresh batteries in it. I might have to buy one of those ones on Amazon before they go away. God, that's cool. Is it worth $25? No, but it's still cool.
You gotta up,